Hey guys, today I'll be reacting to Unused, Bill Cipher, Weirdmageddon, I think Forms, Weirdmageddon, Transformations, Gravity Falls Behind the Scenes by The Roundable. When I saw this, I freaked out, man. I really wanted to save it.
I've begun to revisit Gravity Falls on this channel. One concept that was always just so damn unique to me was the Dorito Devil himself, Bill Cipher, gaining a physical form in our reality. A catastrophic event that finally came to fruition at the end of Dipper and Mabel vs. the Future, going into the Weirdmageddon trilogy. And although I was totally content with how Bill appeared in Weirdmageddon, I do wish they did more with the fact that he was in our reality, and that he had what seemed to be unlimited power, just confined within the bubble of Gravity Falls itself. Don't get me wrong, I don't think he would have looked great as a giant pyramid the entire time, but if there are things I wanted more of out of this arc that simply could not have existed due to time, it's moments like the cold open of Weirdmageddon Part 1. The different layers of evolution that Bill quickly went through before completely manifesting in Gravity Falls. Like what, he's blue and then metal and has human-like guts? Or even right after, where he's a giant rotating pyramid with multiple limbs, appearing jet black with a touch of a multicolored gradient. Now that is a look that he should have rocked more. Right now is a difficult time in the world for many people, and we cannot thank our patrons enough for their support and kindness. This includes Elijah, aka Mother27, whose channel we wanted to give the spotlight. Goose's channel features the comfy, relaxing Let's Plays of the good old days of YouTube, alongside some giant layered grotesque...
Sorry if I skipped that, but
this time like red, you know, like when he got angry in Dreamscapers. It was cool. But when it comes to wanting more, sometimes a look at more can be a blessing and a curse. It can be cathartic, yet taunting. They thought of this, but we didn't get this. Even though I understand why. And the many transformations of Bill Cipher is no exception. Years ago, while we were in the thick of Weirdmageddon, we actually were gifted by character designer.
What the hell? That's sick! Whoa!
What Bill's physical form could have been. Now, we have absolutely no context to this, so I thought it would be fun to look at these forms and try to re-jog my memory, providing speculation and ideas for how these pieces of concept art and designs could have been implemented into the show proper. With all that said, let's dive in. Right off the bat, I'm going to start with what I find to be the coolest one. He looks like a boss fight pulled straight out of a 3D platformer. A gigantic humanoid Bill with a tiny pyramid-esque shape for a head and his standard one eye, attached to what essentially looks like a roided-up cyborg, with a second gigantic eye in the center, a pretty buff torso, lanky, elongated arms.
This is buff Bill Cipher. Oh, I never saw. I didn't even notice it.
Very short robotic legs and feet, with the 6-fingered symbol on the inside. Aside from the cool factor, the use of forward symbol always piqued my interest because it had me thinking, where the 10 symbol is going to have a different role in relation to Bill. Because this piece of art has always given me the vibe that Bill more or less absorbed Stanford. Maybe he extracted his soul. Some variation of the story that delved deeper into the symbols, or more so, the characters represented by them. What sort of magic or cosmic power enabled these ordinary people to come together, stand on a depiction of the Zodiac, and straight up glow? Is there a power within each and every one of them that maybe Bill would have been able to siphon out of each and every one of them, becoming more powerful and transforming as a result? Because again, with Dipper and Bill's clutches in this particular piece, this piece of art could have came into play when Ford was initially captured by Cipher. When you revisit the scene, Ford alludes to the Zodiac, and Bill even gives a strong nod to the 6-fingered symbol, so perhaps substituting the "why did the old man do this" bit, Ford could have became a different kind of prisoner, Bill zapping and absorbing him, evolving into the form we see here. Which would kind of make sense given the giant eye. Think about it. Stanford is knowledge. Bill is also knowledge. They are both walking curriculums. With the notion of Bill sees everything, absorbing one of the most intelligent and unique men in the world, again, alongside any potential consequences.
But wouldn't that just be the same thing as possessing them?
Being representative of Bill gaining all of the information that Stanford possesses. Now he truly sees everything. He has an extra pair of eyes. And, I don't know, maybe he can shoot even more lasers out of them. Ooh. Moving on to the next piece of concept art, which has me thinking along the same lines.
That's like a mace on his tongue.
We have this faceless
I feel like this is what it would.
Still has the bow tie and the floating top hat.
I think this is just a design when he is glitching in his death.
Again, perhaps he could use them as a power boost, or maybe he imbued them with a piece of himself, allowing them to transform into and manifest a piece of Cipher onto their body. Or maybe this was just a form Bill could have into without any additional power-up. He sees one of our beloved characters on the streets of Gravity Falls, he transforms into this and begins chasing them. Maybe in addition to Gideon and his prison crew, or substituting them, this transformation or extension of Bill could have been the one chasing down Dipper, Wendy, and eventually Seuss to Mabel's bubble. This does have a look of a creature that would chase after a car. I can perfectly see this variation of Bill chasing down the car through the weirdness bubbles. Ultimately, I am satisfied with what we got. I thought it was a great way to redeem Gideon, but this is Bill. He feasts on nightmares. So the idea of him shapeshifting into a literal walking nightmare, it's something I'm surprised they passed up. But at the same time, these two pieces of concept art...
Look, that form looks like he would turn into while he's glitching.
So I can see why they were ultimately passed on. And that takes me to the third and final piece of concept art. One that I understand why they didn't keep it. A 6, probably 10-eyed Bill Cipher, in the form of a gigantic pyramid with 3 layers, 6 limbs, a giant top hat, no bow tie, larger than the literal mountains, running amok with Mabel captured. Now, the main point of touching on this one isn't more so, oh, I wish we got this in the show, but more of, oh, we actually kind of did get this in the show. This is very similar to the other aforementioned pyramid forms that Bill possessed in 2 of the 3 Weirdmageddon episodes. I think this piece of art best embodies the mayhem, yet consistency that Alex Hirsch desired. Bill is a triangle. Any form of them has to clearly be a triangle. But
I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a Gravity Falls movie that we may get the horror aspect. Maybe okay, this doesn't sound logical, but maybe a kids horror movie kind of way.
And turn everyone into stone. For him to take out actual wrath on the Pines family. Really rubbing in the most petty and destructive nature that he won. But hey, what can you do? I probably said it way too much in this video, but I love Weirdmageddon just the way it was, even if I do have desires on how it could have been improved or, well, just expanded upon. But as always, these are just my thoughts, and I want to hear yours. What do you think? How do you feel about this Cipher concept art? Would you have changed anything? Did you want these in the show? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, or tweet your thoughts at RoundTableVids. And for more of my own thoughts, you can find me at OstricVox. We're also on Instagram. Special thanks to Djanyb7 for creating an awesome thumbnail. For more of their amazing art, you can find them on Tumblr at Djanyb7.
Okay, so those 2 were fake. But it was pretty cool to see those 3. That was so weird, man. So I guess I did get what I... Yeah, those 2 are just the same forms, but colored in. Anyway, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, subscribe to the Roundable, and I'll see you in a new video. Bye!